Hey, hello everyone. My name is Avela Mbono. Welcome to my channel, Avela the Prof Mbono, where we do inspirational teaching. Today I want to take something from the Bible in the book of Genesis. Mind you, I am not preaching. I'm here to inspire and teach. Now, in the book of Genesis, every time God creates something, He says it was good. And God saw it was good. But after God has created a human being, the Bible says, and God said, it was very good. Now I want you to understand that the word very is there to put an emphasis on the word good. Meaning very is an adjective to put an emphasis or a description on good, on how good we are. Now, when I look into my dictionary at the meaning of the word good, I got 4 words that I am interested in. Excuse me. If you look, the first word is satisfactory. Now, when something is satisfactory, it is good for its purpose. Now, I know a lot of people who are engineers, doctors, lawyers, and everything. When they passed their courses, they were found to be satisfactory. It doesn't mean that they got 100% in every module they did. They found to be satisfactory, meaning they were fit for the purpose. So even you, God says that you are satisfactory. You are fit for the purpose. There is nothing lacking in you. So you must stand up tall and pull up your shoulders and walk boldly, knowing that you are satisfactory. You were created for the purpose. Now, moving to while we're speaking about the purpose. Now, you know, when they make a new BMW, you are sure that there will be a new BMW. When they made a liquid dishwasher, you know in a few years or a few months there'll be a new liquid dishwasher. But you've never heard God saying that I'm giving you a new version of people, because people have been created to satisfaction. The next word that I'm going to use is the word suitable. Now, when you are suitable, you may not be the best at what you do, but you can be suitable. For instance, for some plants to grow, they need less light, you understand? So, meaning they need an environment with suitable light for them to grow. A good example would be to use the succulents. Succulents are plants that grow in the desert. Plants that absorb a lot of water, and then they can withstand very hot temperatures, dry temperatures in the desert. Now, those succulents, they thrive in the desert because the conditions are suitable for who they are or for their own nature. But if you were to take those succulents and bring them in the most fertile soil here in South Africa, they will die because the conditions are not suitable for them. So even you, God has created us to be suitable. You are suitable as a person. The conditions that God has put you in are suitable conditions. You can thrive in those conditions. Because if you move out in a place where God has planted you for your own prosperity, you might lose your very purpose. Another example would be a key that is a Y5. If it were to be modified to look like Y4, it won't be suitable for its own lock. As a result, it will lose its purpose. So you are suitable just the way you are. Now, moving to the next word, when God says you are very good, God means that you are sufficient. There are people who think that for them to prosper in life or for them to be able to act on their purpose in life, they have to be full to capacity. They have to be filled to capacity. They have to be full. Only to find that God says that you are sufficient. An example of being sufficient is a car. A car doesn't have to be on full tank to move. A car can still move even on quarter tank as long as the fuel is sufficient enough to start the car and move the car to the destination. A very good example of something that is very sufficient is oxygen. The percentage of oxygen in the air, it's about 20.95%. So let's round it up. It's going to give us 21%. Oxygen is about 21% in the air. Now, we breathe in oxygen. Cars, everything that is combustion is because of oxygen. Could be a car, a jet, it's oxygen. even the ship in the sea, it's oxygen that supports the combustion that is in it. If you see anything rusted there, it's an evidence of oxygen. Now, oxygen is not 100%. It is far less than nitrogen, which takes about 79%. But the oxygen, the 21% of the oxygen is sufficient. So you are sufficient as a person. Act where you are with what you have. God has equipped you. You are sufficient. Don't look down upon yourself. Now, the last description of good I'm going to say is saturated. You are saturated. Now, when we say something is saturated, we say nothing can be taken from it and nothing can be added to it. For instance, if we can take the example of water and you pour sugar into the water. Now you must understand that water is made up of oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen is in group 6 of the periodic table, meaning it has got 2 free electrons on it, 2 free electrons, valence electrons, that are not occupied. And then hydrogen is group 1. It has got its H+, meaning water is made of 1 oxygen molecule with 2 hydrogen molecules, meaning each hydrogen plus will occupy the negative and another negative of the oxygen. Now you see in here, I poured sugar into the water. Now you might find that the first thing what's going to happen is the water will be very hot. Now if I keep adding sugar upon this water, there will be a time whereby the sugar does not dissolve anymore. What does that mean? It means that the water is saturated. The binding sites of the water molecule, which is H2O, have been filled to capacity. So are you as an individual. You are saturated. You can try this at home. Keep adding sugar and keep adding sugar into the water. You will get to a point whereby the water is not taking any more sugar. Like this one, I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can try this experiment at home. So the next time your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend says, you're so sweet, say, that's an understatement. I am saturated. I have been created to saturation. Nothing needs to be added out of me. Hence why the Bible says, my cup overflows. When God creates, He doesn't create substandard. He creates beyond standard. So stop seeking validation from people. Stop trying to get your acknowledgement by the likes on Facebook. God who created you says you are very good. Thank you.